Men start to feel inferior of me when they find out what I do. I'm 23, I'm rich, I'm fine as and I'm an aerospace engineer. It's 10 p.m. and I just got off of work.
Why does no one date anymore? No one asks each other out. No one's mingling at bars.
Men really need to get off their high horse and teach us how to date.
What's going on, guys? BMS back with another video. You know what it is. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Some of you guys are saying that you're not being notified when the videos are being dropped, or you're getting notified days later. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Let's get it.
Why does no one date anymore? No one asks each other out. No one's mingling at bars. No one's getting to know each other. Hookup culture is just the main focus always, and I don't get it. Like, why is romance dead? Like, the last time I checked, I'm not ugly. Why are you not wanting to take me on a date? Like, these losers will literally refuse to take me on a date because they don't want a girlfriend. I'm like, do you not see what I look like? I am way out of your league. Like, they will come up to me at a bar, approach me, chat me up, compliments the whole nine. And then if I don't want to go home with them, conversation done. Like, they don't want to get to know me. They don't want the conversation to go any further. There's no next step. It's just either tonight or I don't want to know you at all. And I'm so sick of it. Like, I'm a girl. I want to be courted. I want to go to dinners. I want flowers. I want you to be respectful. I don't want to go home to your dingy, dirty apartment. I don't know you. You're a stranger. You're weird and a loser.
Couldn't deal with this for more than 5 minutes. I can't. I would physically get nauseous and ill listening to this for more than 5 minutes. I'm just saying. She just comes off as annoying, if I'm being completely honest with you. And these guys are probably saying that the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Okay, I'm here for a short time, not a long time. It is what it is. And, you know, here we have a woman that's overvaluing herself when it comes to the single dating market. But let's keep going. Let's see what else she has to say.
Like, genuinely, romance is fucking dead. We have no idea how to get to know each other anymore. The only way people are doing that now is online, and it's fucking pathetic. Like, come up to me at a bar and have a normal conversation with me. Like, don't say something weird and sexual and like make me uncomfortable, or even worse, like catcall me. Like, that is so gross. No woman enjoys that. Like, come up to me, give me a compliment, and let's have a normal conversation. But like, just know that I might not want to go home with you. Like, why is that so fucking weird? Like, if you ask for my number and then want to hang out with me in the daytime when the sun is out and you plan a little date for us, I promise I'll be much nicer. Like, I am not going to be nice to you if you're approaching me at a bar because I know exactly what you want, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Annoying. I mean, that's the first word that comes to mind when I'm hearing her talk. I mean, just to sit through this 2-minute clip, it's torture. It really is. I couldn't imagine a 5 or 10 minute conversation with this particular individual. Okay, and guys are probably assessing the situation and saying that, hey, I mean, she's attractive enough where I can maybe clap some cheeks, right? I got a few drinks in me at the bar. It is what it is. But anything beyond that, once I sober up, yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. So again, it seems like she's overvaluing herself when it comes to the single dating market, and she's relying on the little looks that she has, not realizing that her personality is an issue.
Men start to feel inferior of me when they find out what I do. I'm 23, I'm rich, I'm fine as and I'm an aerospace engineer. It's 10 p.m. and I just got off of work.
This seems to be the trend with these particular modern women. They tend to be insufferable when it comes to their career and their looks and things of that nature. But let's keep going. Let's see what she has to say.
I don't usually do this, but let's do an unget ready with me as I take off my makeup and I tell you a little bit of the selfish reasons why I like being a rocket scientist. First of all, the money. Do you know what it's like to be 23 and make more money than most people will make well into their 40s? It gives me a false perception of what my life is like right now. I feel like my problems are way minimal compared to most people's problems at 23 based on the amount of money that I'm able to have as an income. And genuinely, I feel like the money just hits harder when you're this young. Like, I'm able to put so much into my retirement. I'm able to go into any store, buy what I want. I can plan trips. I don't really have to think about it. Life is really good. This next one's not really a good or bad thing. It can be taken either way, but men start to feel inferior of me when they find out what I do. I feel like most men are on this power trip about their entire lives from the moment they're born to the moment they pass off on this earth. But when they come into account with me and they ask me what I do and I say I'm a rocket scientist, they're in utter shock. And suddenly my DMs are a lot less of like, what are you doing? Where are you at? Let me take you out. And a lot more to how do I get in the industry? Who are your connections? People will always assume I'm smarter than them the second they find out my job, which, like, book smart, true. I probably am. I'm really smart, studied a lot, was gifted, naturally smart. But a lot of my friends know that I'm very dumb. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm just human. I feel like people see I'm an engineer and assume I'm up here. A lot of times I am, but sometimes, remember, I'm just a 23-year-old girl. I'm just a 23-year-old girl. So I genuinely love that people brag about me. I love when my friends do. I love when my friends introduce me to their friends and they're like, guess what Maya does? She's a rocket scientist. She's a baddie and she's a rocket scientist. I don't usually bring it up, but my friends and my family, they love to bring it up and I secretly love it every single time. Like, yes, I did it. I worked for that. Yes, yes. Even on my worst days, I remember that my degree holds such a weight that many don't even know. So even on my worst days, I feel a little bit good. Like, I know my life isn't bad. I know it's just a bad day, not a bad life. That's the best way to put it. On my worst day. I've used that toner spray since high school, and it still makes my face feel like it's going to fall off. Every time, but my skin is perfect. And finally, I just kind of love the way that I'm allowed to live my life. Not allowed, but able to, based on what I chose to do. People have loved telling me my entire life, like, my life has been so easy or this, that. I literally have planted every part of my life since I was 5 years old in kindergarten, learning. Like, I've worked for this life, and it's a great thing to have the life come to fruition and to be able to live it, travel, do whatever I want, whenever I want. Truly, truly the best part.
Absolutely insufferable. I mean, I wouldn't want to deal with this 24/7, right? The bragging and my degrees and my diplomas and this, like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, it's cool with your family and friends, right? They're proud of you, but that doesn't necessarily translate to the single data market, right? When we're looking at the single data market, do men really care about your degrees and your diplomas? No. So I think this is another case of a woman making her degrees and her diplomas her whole identity.
Men really need to get off their high horse and teach us how to date. Because the brokest, he for sure got a place to stay, a game to play, clothes on his back, and driving somebody else's car. And he don't be having nothing, not a job. The brokest man has access to resources or somebody that will give him those resources. They always have access to resources. And it's the girls out here, pretty girls too, going through it with a man that don't even do nothing for them. But the brokest man baby, and he don't even have to be that cute. Got somewhere to stay, got somewhere to live, got a game to play, got close. Some of these men be having, they girls take out payday loans for them so they can have money. They'll date a girl that'll give them half their check on Friday. Y'all better ask somebody. These men need to teach us how to do it, how to manipulate the women, because I'm done with it.
How to manipulate the women. I mean, it's possible that some of these guys are manipulating them, but at the same time, you are who you attract, right? We've seen videos where women talk about all the good men are in jail, going through these pen pal, programs and writing men in jail, but they won't go 50-50 with a free man that's out here, right? They get on the internet, boo-hoo-wani and complaining that they won't go 50-50, but they'll take a man fresh out of jail. And some of them even view it as a passion project, right? It's a passion project to get you to comply to their rules and regulations, right? They think that they got one up on you. Hey, he's staying over, eating my food, using my car, I'm, taking out loans and credit cards for him. He ain't gonna go anywhere, right? He's gonna be loyal to me and he's not gonna go anywhere. So, hey, again, you are what you attract. And, these chicks out here, just because they look good from an Instagram or social media perspective, doesn't mean that they're good internally. I'm just saying.
I think about this one guy that I used to go out with at least once every single month. We'd been talking for about 2 weeks before we initially planned to go out on a first date, and like 2 days before the date, I got really sick, but I told him that I was still willing to go out. When I tell you, this man rocked up to our first date with a whole bouquet of flowers with Strepsils and Panadol within the bouquet. And girl, it was not just a cheap bouquet, like that shit was the expensive one. This man took me to a really nice restaurant, paid for our meal, pushed me into my chair, served me, put my water in my cup, like the little things, the little details. And when we were wrapping up the date, this guy was so adamant about getting me home safely. He was making sure that my Uber was booked, that I was on time, and he walked me to my car. Like, I had never seen or talked to this man before our first date, and he was going above and beyond. We did go on a second date, but after that, I never saw this man again, and it was all because of me. I couldn't get myself to be attracted to this man. I didn't think romantically I had any chemistry for him, which really fucking sucks because he was the sweetest guy I've probably ever met in my entire life. And when I told him exactly how I felt after the second date, he took it so well. He was very understanding, wished me all the best in life. Like, everything I was looking for in a man, he had on paper. He was business orientated, family orientated, very chivalrous, very caring and gentle. But it was me. It was all me. I just wasn't attracted to him. And when I talk to my girlfriends about this, we all sigh. Because I feel like every woman has gone through the same experience in another font, and it sucks. But if you're wondering if we still think about them, we definitely do.
We've seen this time and time again, right? If you want to call this the husband store analogy, or, you know, women thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, we've seen it time and time again, right? She got 95% of what she was looking for in a man, and then she was hung up on the 5%, the Disney fairy tale effect that she was looking for. Yeah, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. Although he was a perfect guy, he did all the things that I would want, the gifts and all this other stuff, the lavish lifestyle and making her feel special. Yeah, I got all of that. But something was missing, right? It wasn't good enough. So I think this is a perfect example why a lot of guys are checking out when it comes to the single dating market. Be the perfect guy, do all the right things, and it's still not good enough.
So I see these clips of all these women talking about where have the providers and protectors gone. Let a 60-year-old man tell you young men out there from experience. 3 different marriages, 10 different kids, 7 of them step. You get nothing out of being a provider or a protector. Nothing. Insults, ridicule, abandonment, that's all that awaits you. People won't even remember all the sacrifices that you made, financially, physically, or in any way. They won't even care. So young man, save yourself. Focus on yourself. Put your money in your pocket. Worry about your own survival, because nobody else will.
Damn, I was watching this initially and I'm like, 3 failed marriages, 7 step. I think he was referring to stepkids. At some point in time, it's like, bro. Okay, I'll say this. If I get married and shit don't work out, I'm one and done. I ain't doing this 2, 3, 4 Steve Harvey type. I ain't doing all that. So I wonder if it was possible for him to get to this conclusion without having 3 failed marriages or 3 marriages and then 10 kids, he said. So I'm assuming 3 biological kids and then 7 step kids. You know what I mean? So did it really have to get to this point? But in any event, I think he is right here. And I would even go a step further, even if you don't have a whole bunch of kids or, you know, you're a stepfather. Just being a leader, generally speaking, is a thankless job. The way I kind of look at it is a basketball team, right? The star player is expected to drop 30 points a game, 30 points a game, 10 rebounds, 10 assists every game. And people just expect that from you. The moment you have a bad game, instead of, dropping 30 points, you drop 10 points, 15 points. Yeah, you're public enemy number one. People or as a leader, some people undervalue what you really do. They really undervalue what you really do because they just expect it. They just expect it from you. And when things go wrong, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. So as a leader, it is what it is. It just kind of comes with the territory. I think you just need to make better decisions. Better decisions. Going back to the single data market here, you just need to make better decisions on what woman you interact with, right? Dealing with a woman that's self-aware, reciprocity. Do your moral compasses align? Your value, who she is as an individual, her character, right? These are the things that's going to matter and make it easier to be a leader in a relationship or possible marriage, to the guys that value relationships and marriages out there. I'm just saying. But let me know what you guys think about this one. Give me some feedback, and until next time.